Liverpool boss Jurgen Klopp has been too long in the game to need reminding. Injuries are the only guarantee of any arduous season. And just when it appeared the Reds had come through an intense period relatively unscathed, so emerge more concerns. Gini Wijnaldum is a major doubt for Saturday's Premier League visit of Crystal Palace with a knee problem. But it's the absence of Trent Alexander-Arnold that will be the greater worry, his knee injury leaving Klopp with an issue on the right side of defence with Joe Gomez also injured and Nathaniel Clyne on loan at Bournemouth. So, what could the Reds boss do? Recall Clyne Basically, this won't be happening. Eyebrows were raised earlier this month when Klopp, having been requested by the player himself, allowed Clyne to join Bournemouth on loan until the end of the season. Clyne had been massively out of the picture this season until his surprise return when impressing against Manchester United last month. He made subsequent substitute appearances, but Klopp believed he had enough cover to not stand in Clyne's way in pursuit of regular football. Clyne cannot be recalled. Make a signing video. Loading video unavailable. Click to play. Tap to play. The video will start in 8. Cancel play now. This also is pretty much a non-starter. After such a busy schedule, Liverpool's FA Cup third-round defeat at Wolverhampton Wanderers means they have a relatively light schedule over the coming weeks. Even if, in the most likely worst-case scenario, Alexander-Arnold is absent for 4 weeks, he'd still only miss 4 games. Palace at home on Saturday, the visit of Leicester City 11 days later, the trip to West Ham United the following Monday, and the Anfield clash against Bournemouth on February 9th. Gomez is likely to be back in early February, while centre-back Joel Matip has returned, and Dejan Lovren will soon follow. Options will be available. Klopp has previously said it would take something crazy to make a signing this January, and the present circumstances are not that. Switch Fabinho From initially causing concern with his early missteps to blossoming into an integral first-team member, Fabinho has been on quite the rollercoaster in his short Liverpool career thus far. A right-back converted to a central midfielder, he has even impressed at centre-back in Liverpool's last 2 games. It would, therefore, seem a bit of a waste to move him to the position he vacated at club level a number of years ago, but still pops up in for Brazil now again. Turn to the youngsters. Klopp is not averse to giving youth a chance. Indeed, he threw Alexander-Arnold in at the deep end at Old Trafford 2 years ago, and the defender hasn't looked back since. Rafa Camacho made his debut at right back at Wolves last week, with Ki-Jana Hoever impressing when introduced early on for his bow following the injury to Lovren. Hoever is available for selection this weekend despite his controversial red card for the under-23s in their 1-1 draw at home to Brighton and Hove Albion on Monday night. But, up against Palace winger Wilfried Zaha, it would be unfair to turn to such fledgling talent. It's Milner time when in doubt. James Milner. The steadiest hand, the most versatile member in Klopp's squad, he of course spent the entire 2016-17 season at left back despite being a midfielder by trade. Follow all the latest Liverpool news and transfer updates here. When Alexander-Arnold was absent last month, Milner filled in at right back in the 4-0 win at Bournemouth and the 2-0 triumph at Wolves. Klopp, then, is almost certain to turn to his tried and tested, especially when the most likely alternative moving Fabinho would disrupt the team in other areas.